If you're like me and your shoulder mobility is pretty rubbish, or you have any tightness in your shoulders in general, then this stretching session is for you. You can do this anywhere. You can do it sitting on the floor like I am today. You can sit in a chair, or you can do it standing up. The only thing you'll need is I've got a tea towel here. You can use a towel, you can use anything you like, a resistance band, anything that will be able to hold your hands out in a position like this. So we've got a couple of general movements we're gonna do to get warmed up first before we get into the stretches. If you wanna get the most out of your stretches, you wanna push in a point that's gonna be uncomfortable, but it shouldn't be painful. If you do have severe pain in your shoulders at the moment, then I definitely suggest you please go see your local doctor or physio and get checked before you continue. If you want the most out of your stretching and you want to really improve the flexibility through your shoulders, the studies suggest that if we are stretching 3 to 5 times a week with a long enough duration, then we'll achieve an increased flexibility. So we're going to start with our arm circles, and we're going to start nice and small, and then we're going to get a little bit bigger as we go. Now we're going to start in 3, 2, 1, let's go. So, sitting up nice and tall or standing up nice and tall, we're gonna start really small. We're gonna make small circles with our hands, keeping our arms nice and straight. Now, if this is too difficult or this is painful for your shoulders, you can continue with a little bend at your elbows. I'm gonna keep my arms straight for now. So we got 5 more seconds, and then we're gonna change the direction. We can get a bit bigger now. And going the opposite way. And we're going to gradually get smaller. So while we're stretching, I always suggest that you concentrate on your breathing as well. If we're holding our breath during our stretching, it can make the whole experience quite enjoyable. So getting nice and small with those arms, 2, 1, and relax. We're now going to move on to our second warm-up, which is our gentle shoulder rolls. So we're going to start in 3, 2, 1. So gently rolling your shoulders back. We're going to go for 30 seconds, and then we're going to change and go the opposite direction. So picking the shoulders up, nice squeeze on the way down. And change directions in 3, 2, 1. Good. Let's have nice and relaxed breathing throughout today's session. So breathing in through our nose and out through our mouth. 15 seconds to go. So I just typically relax my hands in my lap, or you can have them on the edge of your knees. 3, 2, 1, and relax. The first stretch we're going to get onto is going to be your typical one that you've probably seen before. So we're going to bring our arm across our body, and we're going to bring our opposite arm up around at the elbow, and we're going to gently apply a stretch at the shoulder. And what we're going to do as well is we're going to turn our head to the opposite direction and look over that shoulder that's being stretched. So 3, 2, 1. So we're going to hold this for 15 seconds, and then we're going to change side. So changing sides, and then we're going to repeat this twice. So you'll have 30 seconds in total for each shoulder. And change. Now you're welcome to hold the stretch for a longer time. The only reason I don't is just because my shoulders can get quite irritated if I hold that for too long. And change. So I try to keep it quite short. But 15 to 30 seconds is fine. All right, and relax. So let's just quickly roll the shoulders out. So I'm gonna stretch my left shoulder, which is gonna be your right on the screen. I'm gonna bring this arm up, I'm gonna reach back behind my head and onto my back as far as I can. And then gonna bring my other hand up and apply a gentle overpressure on the elbow and try to push that hand or the elbow down so that that hand can reach as far down my back as I can. So we're gonna do it in 3, 2, 1, and stretch. So we're gonna go for 15 seconds each side. And then we're gonna repeat that twice for a total of 30 again. And change. So shoulders are amazing joints, but the consequence is that they're very easy to injure in my personal history as well. And change back. My first injury was doing too heavy at the gym, which was a lesson I learned thankfully quite young. And the second most recent, and change sides, the second most recent time I injured my shoulder was actually dislocating it on holiday, which was not fun. So 3 seconds to go, 2, 1, and relax. Another quick rest. Went about 6 days of snowboarding, injury-free in terms of shoulders. And then it was going down one of those Lembongan runs at Queenstown and came straight off, bang, dislocated the right shoulder, which was one of the most painful experiences of my life. So I do understand what it's like to have pain and loose as well as tight shoulders as well, the whole lot really. Anyway, moving on, we're gonna do our towel behind the back. So this one is a good stretch for our mid-back as well as our shoulders. So if you can get it through the full range, it does give a great stretch through the front of our shoulders here, which is our anterior delt. I can't get quite that far just yet because my shoulders are a little bit unstable still. I'm gonna go as far as I can. Grab your towel, grab it on either end, and you're gonna bring it out in front of you so you're just a bit wider than shoulder width apart. And from this position, you're then going to bring your arms above your head, and ideally you can actually bring it back all the way so that your arms are back here, all right? I unfortunately don't have that range available, so I'm not the greatest demonstration here, but I'm gonna do my best. So let's go. So we're gonna do 15 seconds, and then we're gonna have a little break, and then we're gonna do a bit more. So that's as far as I can go. Nice relaxed breathing, especially if you find it challenging. Remember, a good tensioned pull, but not painful. Let's come away from that for a minute. And let's go back. Let's finish this off, 15 seconds more. Alrighty, and relax. So we've got 2 more to go, and then we're done. So you're gonna bring your arm out, elbow nice and straight. You're then gonna bend your hand as 90 degrees as far as you can. I'm then gonna bring my other hand on top, and I'm gently going to apply a bit of overpressure. You're gonna feel a stretch on the top of your forearm here. I'm gonna do that 15 seconds this side, 15 seconds on the other side. Let's go. Again, thinking about the breathing, especially if you're finding that stretch starts to get uncomfortable. It's good to take your mind away with the breath. Change sides. Keeping the elbow nice and straight. Bending that hand closer towards the body. Alrighty, relax, we go back to the other side. And if you find this too painful at your wrist, this and the next exercise or the next stretch, if you find them painful at the wrist, just reduce how far you push. And last one on the right side. Five seconds to go. 3, 2, 1. And let's just shake those hands out. So open up nice and wide, clench the fist. Open up nice and wide, clench fist, very good. So the next one, we're going to do the opposite. So palm up, we're gonna bend at the wrist, we're gonna bring the other hand and gently apply that. This one's easy to give a really good stretch, so just be gentle as well. Now, if you find that you get any pain or discomfort shooting down the arm doing these, you can keep your arm bent or your elbow bent, and it'll achieve the same effect. I just like to do that because it gives a full stretch. Whereas if that's too uncomfortable, you can keep your elbow down. 15 seconds on the other side, let's go. And then we've got 15 seconds on each arm, one more round, and then we're all done. 15 seconds on the other side. Five seconds to go. Keep going, you're doing super well. Last one. If you stuck around all the way to the end, you've done an exceptional job. Now, if you want, you can repeat these stretches on your own accord and aim again for 3 to 5 times a week, and it should help. And relax. Whew, all right. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I'm really interested to see how you found it in the comments below. If you're interested in more sessions like this one, and you're interested in evidence-based research, especially for those over the age of 55, then please consider subscribing. Otherwise, have an amazing day, and thanks again. Take care.